Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm behind the camera for reasons best known to me and the people in the video. So today we're going to be discussing things that I wish students or graduates knew before they got onto the job market, and who better to help me than recent graduates. And they're going to introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Ngosa, an economics graduate from University.
You might have to spell that out.
Does it make it easier? You can put subtitles.
Yeah, maybe I should do that.
Okay, hi, I'm Diana, also a graduate from the same school in China. That makes it easier.
Yeah, from the same school. What did you guys expect? Like, what were your expectations for the job market, like when you're done with your studies?
Who's gonna go first?
Okay, for me, I think one of the expectations I had was just the need, even if it's to just train graduates, which I really don't see. The biggest thing that's thrown into my face is you have to have experience, and that's a negative part for me as a graduate. I came fresh from university, I have no experience, so that's one thing.
Yeah.
I was blindsided by.
Like, how am I going to get experience if you guys don't give me an opportunity to experience the experience?
So like nobody's looking for graduates really.
I think for me, I'd say the thing about finishing something and beginning something new, there's always this excitement and this, it's kind of like you're taking on an adventure, a whole other life that you're kind of stepping into. And with that comes, there's this rush and the thrill, and even as you're applying, there's all these hopes that you have.
Like applying for the job?
Yeah, even as you're applying for the jobs, there's a hope that you have to actually, there's that thrill that you have, and you just want to take on as much as you can to apply what you've been learning finally in a very productive way where, you actually make your own earnings. Everybody's excited about having that part. But I think the market is very reluctant. Even with the enthusiasm of graduates, the market is very reluctant to take that on at once. So something that you really have to prepare yourself is just really have patience. It's gonna take a whole lot of patience. So, and that kind of conflicts with, the energy that you come with, the enthusiasm and all the knowledge. You just want to, express yourself and do work. You're not given that opportunity once you just get out. You take a lot of waiting.
So I should have asked, like, how long have you been waiting? Like, from when did you graduate? Like, how many months has it been?
So we graduated in June. Yeah, and we got into Zambia in July. So since July up to now, we're still.
And this is November now.
Yeah.
Almost 4 months.
Did anybody warn you?
That it'd be this hard.
Is this like, are you shocked?
I don't know. I think the excitement kind of just
masks it all.
Yeah, it masks it all. You just have this, undying hope until you really experience it for yourself. So there's just this thing just telling you that, okay, maybe this one's gonna be it, but not always.
Or like, did you have that thing? Oh, that's them, but for me, it's going to be different.
Different for me.
Yeah, you keep hopes alive in different ways that you can. Just keep striving, I guess.
Yeah. So for me, like, those were your expectations, and for me, who's already in the industry, right? Like, the things that I wish you guys knew was, that you won't. I wish you knew, and I wish I knew while I was at school, that I won't land my dream job. Because I just thought, I have a degree, and a degree is like worth a lot of money, and I thought I'd get like that job with that money, and it didn't work like that, and that leads me to the next thing that I wish graduates knew or students knew, is that they should have taken, oh, I mean, they should take opportunities with internships, like create an opportunity to be an intern, or if that opportunity comes, like go for it. But we just think, oh, because I have a degree.
You just want to land the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have opportunities to intern while you were in China?
Yeah, we did have opportunities to intern for most of our 4th year. Yeah, we were doing internship for 4 months. Yeah, our internship lasts like 4 months. And then again, I think with that experience being in a, perhaps if it were here, it would have been different. But because it was that side, they didn't exactly have leeways of turning the situation from internship into job. Yeah. Whereas maybe here that would have been a bigger possibility. I think that's something that I face. But I do agree with the fact that starting out as an intern and growing to a better position, or maybe even going as high up to the dream job that you wanted it's a good start. Yeah.
So how much did you think you're worth?
In figures?
Yes.
Answer that.
I know. I don't want to answer that.
Yeah,
No.
just in case it incriminates you. Like if prospective employer is watching this video. Okay, fine.
Okay, if I'm to answer that, I'm not giving you figures.
Yeah.
But if
How would you answer that if it was an interview question? Like, how much should we pay you?
Oh, then I probably would not get the job. No, because for us, just like she said, like we interned in China and we've been in China for like 4 years continuous, haven't come back to Zambia, so everything is new. We wouldn't know how much we're supposed to be, like how our worth. Maybe we would overestimate it based on the economy of China and how they would take maybe the kind of degree that we have, or a degree holder, how a degree holder should be treated there, or what minimum wage is in that economy. So it's different like that. So for us now actually has just been the time to relearn everything.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to that, like how much am I worth? What companies should I be looking at? Who shouldn't be my employers and who should be? That's just relearning all of that. Yeah.
It's interesting that you say, oh, who should be my employer and what companies should I look out for? And I feel like that's part of the unrealistic expectations that I had
There you go.
when I was in school
Yeah.
towards my graduation. Like, oh, it's really tied to like sort of dream job. And
Yeah.
I had to learn to humble myself.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you sort of, not everybody gets that point, but a lot of people in this economy get that point. Like, look, whatever job, just give me
Just
a
give
job.
me, yeah.
Yeah. So at this point, I think you might want to not be selective. Like, just like you said, that you have to relearn everything in this
Yeah.
economy. So that will give you opportunities to learn. And like I said, yeah, I had to sort of learn that the hard way when I started my internship. And I thought, I found these people and I'm like, I actually have a degree. And then I have to relearn that, like, okay, I found people on the job. They probably know better than I do. They know the organization and how it runs. And I only know the theoretical part of it.
Yeah.
So that's part of the stuff that I've learned being as a job seeker and now somebody who has a job. It's like I've had to humble myself.
Yeah,
Right.
I think it goes like, we're taught from the get-go to dream big.
Yeah.
So we can't exactly fault ourselves for having the picture of a dream job.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a bad thing. No, we're taught from the get-go. You have to dream big, aim high, do your best, and all of that. And we're taught that it will have returns.
Yeah.
So we put in as much as we can throughout our entire school life, and obviously we're going to have some big expectations. So, but it shouldn't, because that's a dream, right? It's a dream. And it's very sad that the reality doesn't always match up to that dream. But I think it should never feel like you're settling when you go for something that doesn't exactly fit your what you wanted in the first place. don't, they say don't despise humble beginnings, right? So it's not an entire loss if you get something that doesn't exactly fit the bill. Yeah, the thing about keeping to work hard and keeping to the dream and striving maybe to one day attain dream job status if it ever comes up, but having somewhere to start is important. Yeah.
Do you have something?
Okay, I was actually going to say that when you talk about coming to the reality of how long it actually takes from the time that you start applying to the time that you actually get the job, that like she said, we dream big, we should aspire for like big things in life. I think that's enthusiasm that we should never lose, no matter what reality is. The inspiration that comes from that dream job that I want to have, and given what reality has to offer, then in that way I think it will never feel like I have settled. It will feel like I need these experiences for me to get there one day. Yeah, so probably this goes as advice to graduates who are going through what we're going through, or students who are about to go through what we're going through, that even though you come down to reality, and maybe especially for us who are moving from like a very good economy to one that's just developing like that, where your dreams kind of get crushed in a really, really bad way because you've been exposed to something that's so fast, it's so big, it's growing still, and then you come back to something that looks so stagnant and so limiting. But you shouldn't lose that edge, you shouldn't lose that enthusiasm to aspire for bigger things. Yeah, that's all I think.
So I've always been a believer of do what you can with what you have, where you are, and that's the mentality I had when I got that not so fancy job, the one I started out as an intern and got the job. And it really ties in with what you're saying, right? Like, it wasn't a great pay, a great job, but I didn't lose my focus. I used it to kind of build up to where I wanted to be. I learned some things, like maybe some clerical things that I couldn't have learned in school, that when I got my second job were very, very helpful. They like everything I got from there helped me get subsequent jobs. So it doesn't have to even if it feels like you're settling, you always hold on to your dream. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for the new subscribers that we've got, and thank you for the prospective subscribers. Please do continue the discussion in the comments below. Tell us what your expectations were when you just graduated and got into the job market, and what you wish students knew, and people going through what you're going through if you're a job seeker, or if you have a job already. Tell us what you think about the topic, and it shouldn't end here. If you would want to listen to more of these discussions, comment down below and tell us what you would want us to discuss. And thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe. See you later. Bye.